Hi everybody, welcome back to Module 3, Lead Generation, and this is going to be Section 2B, which is Advertising in Print. Remember 2A, we did Advertising Online. Now, I believe to have a very successful real estate business, you need to have your online advertising and you need to have your print, and you need to be doing them both. A lot of people prefer the online because it's very simple, but I can promise you that the print is extremely effective. It just is a little bit more time consuming. Again, effective planning, time management in your business will make sure that this happens. And if you can't have that or you're having difficulty with it, my suggestion would be to hire someone to take care of it for you. It's a $10 an hour job anyway. You really shouldn't be doing it. And it eliminates, the fact that it won't get done. So you 100% when you hire someone, you know it'll get done. And it frees up your time to do more other effective business. So let's talk about the next. Who am I? Oh, yes, I forgot to tell you. My name is Sarah Santa Ana, and I am the broker here at Move for Free Realty. Here you will find my contact information, and you can feel free to call me at any time. Advertising online. So we're going to talk about why. You guys already know why. We've already talked about that in the last module. Anyway, we're doing this because you want to build a successful real estate career. In order to build an effective, profitable business, you must find business. I love being an entrepreneur. It is one of the most rewarding things ever. However, the most important thing for you to know is when you're self-employed, every morning you wake up unemployed. And your job, no one else's, it's your job to make sure that you're finding clients each and every day. All right, so we're going to talk about some effective ways to do that when we're doing it in print. Postcards, newsletters, and just regular letters are very, very effective way of advertising just locally. Your local magazines and newspapers as well. You can put ads in those papers, and we're going to set them up today. Okay, so let's talk about that. All right, so one of the things I want to talk about first is just your simple letters. Let's take a look at this. This is a very, very effective letter that my husband Giovanni has put together, and I can't tell you how much business he and everyone else who has used that in this office. And I can give you this, and just all you got to do is email it to me, and I will give it to you. Now he hand wrote it. Why? Because we know that handwriting is very effective. Dear neighbors, I have a problem. I'm hopeful that you can help me find a solution. I am working with a wonderful family that wants to buy in Woodburn Village. Obviously, you would have to change that if your family is not buying in Woodburn Village. But each and every client that you work with, you need to seize the opportunity. Why just search the MRIS, the MLS for homes that are for sale? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you create more homes for your client? Now that's going above and beyond for your clients. Okay, so sending out this line. Now people always ask me, well, how do I know who to send it to? That is a great, great question. All you got to do in our area is log into MRIS and click the tax records. Now his said Woodburn Village. And it's because he had a client who really wanted to live in Woodburn Village. Now, your clients may not know where they want to live, but they do have a price range and a city in mind. Now, if I know my inventory of the area, I already know that if they're wanting to live in a certain city in a certain price range, there are several neighborhoods that they probably will end up choosing from. If you can't, if you don't know your inventory that well, or you can't figure that one out, all you got to do is go to search. Pull up the criteria of what they're wanting, the city that they're interested in. Let's just go to general search here. You could type in the city, you type in the price range, and you want to do actives only, and you hit the search button, and that's going to have the list of the neighborhoods. So why not seize the opportunity and send to each and every one of those. Let's go to Woodburn Village. And I'm just going to put an asterisk. This was I believe it's in Falls Church. Let's just take a look. See if we find it. All right, maybe it's not in Falls Church. Well, let's just do this and see what comes up. Woodburn Village. It is actually in Annandale. I'm so sorry. Okay, so there's 500. There's actually over 500, if you can believe that. What I would do at that point is check all. Now, I want to go down to the reports. And if you want to print out mailing labels, you can. But why would you do that? Please do not do that. Never, ever, ever send out letters that have labels on them, because your conversion rate will be very low. Why? Think about, what do you do when you go to the mailbox and you see letters with mailing labels on them? Oh, this is trash, trash, trash. Do you want your hard-earned time and energy and money spent on stamps and envelopes and letters, and do you want it to go in the trash? No. Take the time to handwrite it. Okay? So I always generate the property summary report here. Okay? Now, I'm not going to deny there is a lot more than 500, so I probably would narrow down my search. And I could do that by, let's just go back to the revise section while my report is being pulled up. By the way, my report is pulled up. So here, I actually print this off, and as I write them, I just literally cross it off, cross it off, cross it off, cross it off. And I write 8300 Tobin Road, T2, Annandale, Virginia, 22003, and I put at the top Nellie Ramirez. I'll put their names, and remember, I'm handwriting this, okay? And then I cross it off as I'm done, okay? If I wanted to, last transfer date, what if I did, since I know that they just moved in, they're probably not going to be moving out anytime soon, right? So maybe I'll do 2011 and before. That narrowed them down to 398. That most likely would be who I would target. I probably wouldn't target people that sold this year or maybe even last year. Maybe like if I'm looking for short sales only, I know that short sale people bought anywhere from 2004. They bought at the top of their price range. I'm going to even say all the way up to 2007. You know, last transfer date. I don't know if that will work. Let's look and see if those date ranges worked, or I might have to put, okay, so that date range did not work. It would have to be 01/01/2004 -01-01-2000. Let's do 7. Let's see if that worked. So look at that, 109 people. These most likely would be short sales. So I would send them a short sale advertisement right here, guys. Look how easy this is to do. All right, so I'm going to go back to my I have a buyer letter, okay? And I would, again, print, if I was just doing the 500 or whatever list I've printed out, I'm going to fold these up, I'm going to stick them in an envelope, and then I'm going to handwrite the labels, okay? So this is really important. Now let's go over here to some good examples of an ad that you can place in your local newspaper, your local magazines. Now, here's my recommendation. Any free magazine or newspaper is the most effective place to put your ads. Why? Because people read free things, especially if it gets delivered to their door all the time. Those have the highest conversion rates in my personal experience. If there is a metro near your house, leave your house tomorrow morning and stop by that metro station and take a look at what free publications are there for the people to grab. If I'm writing the Metro, if I'm writing the VRE, if you ever have been on these, people are reading things because they're bored. They have nothing better to do. And the ones that are free right before they get on the Metro or VRE are typically what they're reading. So I found in our area Washington Express to be extremely effective at generating business. So I would put my ad in there. Now, the most important thing again, and remember, Module 3 lead generation, section 2C is going to have what to put in your ads. But I'm going to give you another tip here. Make sure there are houses in your ads, because if I'm a buyer, none of this means anything. But this right here is what I'm looking for. So my eyes are immediately attracted to this. Then I'm going to start reading this other stuff on the side. But the most typical Americans, they don't read. They're captured by images, and images, what are they looking for? They're looking for houses. So this is this is one of our older ads, but it doesn't really matter. You see you got the broker name and the address, and got the telephone number, so you would have your information on it. Make sure you have your broker and your everything's written on there. But again, have those. So this is a good ad right here. Let's go now to postcards. Again, if I'm going to send out a postcard, it better have houses. I 100% highly recommend. And let's go back. Let's talk more about this. One of the sections that we have also on your lead generation is farming. Okay, so farming is really, really important, and that was section 5. Pick your farm. Everybody asks me, what is a farm? Find a community. Again, this is another day project for you. Decide which areas you want to farm. So I'm going to put in here Manassas, and the legal subdivision is Roseberry. Okay, I'm going to do a search. Okay, this is just a neighborhood that I know that has a lot of turnover. In other words, there's a lot of homes constantly for sale in this neighborhood. Don't pick a neighborhood where people haven't sold in 5 years. It's not a good place to invest your money. All right, right here, we got 309 homes in there. Remember, we're going to go to the reports section. Now, guys, if I'm doing postcards, the back side will have my, guess what? We can do labels for those. Okay? Why? Because they're postcards. But if I'm doing letters, I'm going to have to write them. Okay? So don't forget, you can do the labels. In fact, you actually can print this property, export it as a, there's a way to export it, and you might have to call, I think it's back here. So let's see, check all, and then there should be there's an export button where you can get it all. Maybe it is Microsoft Word. All right, but what you want to do, the property summary, and then what you want to do is generate it, and you can send it actually to your printing company, and the printing company will print those addresses right on your postcard for you. How convenient is that? And here at our company, we have our indicia label. Do not forget about the indicia, because that saves you a ton of money. You can have the printing company put it back on there, put it right on there for you. If not, you're going to be doing pill and stick. Okay, but again, these are great way if you are farming a certain area. This is a great way to establish that you are the professional in the area. Look at this. If I see your face and I see your name, and I see this every other month or every month coming to my door with all these homes on it, just listed, just sold, listen, I'm going to think right away that you are the area professional, because you are the one that I keep seeing all the time, all the time. And in section 2C, we talk about, again, what should be on these ads, but how many you need to send until you become the area expert. Now remember, once you start this plan, don't you stop, because once you stop, all of it was for nothing. Okay, so this is what you're going to be doing. Once you farm an area, you're going to be farming it for life. Don't stop ever. Okay, you don't only have to send these to your farms. You can pick other neighborhoods. Look, maybe again, like I said, I might have a buyer who's looking, and I want to just again establish that I'm a professional. Or maybe I just want to pick random areas, random neighborhoods in Fairfax every single month. I could do Fairfax, Virginia, and find some good neighborhoods and send a neighborhood every single week. And if I was going to do that, this is what I'd be sending out. I'd be sending out these postcards, okay? And I'd be sending out I had a buyer letter, okay? So we've got the I had a buyer letter. We talked about that, and I have lots of other effective letters, especially short sale letters. We talked about the postcards. We talked about your advertising. Okay, and this is what you need to be doing to have your online and print, because remember we talked about online with section 2A, and now we've got our print section 2B. If you want your real estate career to be successful, this is what you're going to be doing. Okay, good luck.